The magic about all the secrets in Red Dead Redemption 2 is you can leave the game for a couple of weeks and then come back and find yet another one that you didn't know was there before. Now I do believe this is one that people do know about, but this is like the first time I've heard of this one. I do apologise for my voice, I still have a bit of a cold going on, but it shouldn't get in the way, so no worries. And so in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Clingman. You're probably wondering who on earth is that? It sounds like a brand for bin bags. Well, a Clingman is somebody who sticks around even after they're no longer needed, so allow that to sink in. This specific Clingman is a war veteran, but that's enough talking about it, let's go and find him. So in order to find this Clingman, you're going to want to head just a little bit northeast of Emerald Ranch. Shouldn't be too difficult to locate, it's just here below the V in New Hanover. So now you've got your location, why don't we go ahead and take a look. Just a little bit north of the spot where we want to be, there is a fire watch tower. It has a pretty good vantage point and can see quite a fair ways away. I'm not sure if it's anything to do with this guy, but I thought it was worth a mention. But anyways, why don't we go ahead and visit this veteran.
Are you with the Union Army?
I suppose so.
You suppose so? Why aren't you in uniform?
I ain't a soldier.
Is that right? Captain Hayden Russell, 29th Amberino Volunteer Infantry.
What are you doing out here?
We're awaiting orders. We will muster soon and move on Lemoyne to take Saint Denis from the rebels.
What year you think it is?
Oh, my boy, I haven't been out here that long. 1862, April 14th. I must say, a young man like you neither volunteered nor drafted? You must be a coward, or rich, or both.
Crazy old man.
You should have a little more respect for the men in service. I will ask you to move along.
Now in that encounter, he states that he believes that the year is still 1862, and that he believes that the Civil War is still going on. He appears to have gone completely insane, not being able to keep track of time and being significantly off. He also appears to have never been relieved from duty, which means that he still believes that the war is going on because he hasn't left his little outpost. Now, after waiting 3 days, we could actually head back to this place and encounter him for a second time. I believe we can encounter him several times, but he more or less just says the same thing in different ways.
You there! State your side. Gray or blue?
I don't have a side.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're a Delaware boy.
No. Look, we've met before.
No. You must have me mistaken with someone else. Captain Hayden Russell, 29th Amberino Volunteer Infantry.
You must have been out here 40-odd years.
Well, don't exaggerate, my boy. It has been a long and bloody war, and communication has been slow, but nobody said it was going to be easy. Having to leave my sweet Muriel behind. A farm boy without a lick of training. Straight into battle.
She your wife?
My betrothed.
Just go. She may still be out there.
I damn well hope she is. She said she'd wait, and I saved up a year to buy that ring. But a soldier doesn't desert his post. I'm expecting a missive from General Skolnik any day now. We're gonna move on Lemoyne and take Saint Denis from the rebels.
Okay.
In the meantime, I have weapons to clean and boots to polish, so I will bid you farewell.
So it does appear as if Hayden Russell has completely forgotten about us despite the fact that we only visited him a few days ago, which could explain why he still believes it's the 14th of April 1862, because that is the last day that his long-term memory has sustained. He also gives us a bit of information about his life, such as the fact that he was engaged to be married before the war started and he hasn't seen his partner since, so I guess it kinda sucks to be him. Not that he cares, though he must have spent the past 40 years up there, he doesn't remember any of it. Now I thought it'd be worthy of note that up in this little lookout tower that he's got attached to this tree just a bit across from his house, if you can even call it a house, you can find 2 cigarette cards. So if you do stumble past this location, it's definitely good to collect these while you're here. Anyway, back to Hayden Russell here. If you decide to kill him, you will not find anything that suggests that he received a letter to dismiss him from his post, or a letter of any kind at all. Usually on characters like this there is some form of letter somewhere to be found, but it does appear as if this poor soldier has been completely forgotten even after the war ended. So naturally there's only really one thing that we can do for him. Get banged! It's also worthy of note that there's no way to actually get into his little hut that he's got going on here. What? I was putting him out of his misery. He's not going to remember it, is he? So you're probably right in wondering, what is this an Easter egg to? Because when something like this appears in a game with no explanation or relevance, it is usually an Easter egg. Well, Russell does believe that he will soon march into Saint Denis and capture it from the rebels, which may be a reference to the Battle of Forts Jackson and St. Philip, in which the Union captured New Orleans from the Confederates, which happened on the 18th of April 1862, 4 days after the date that Hayden Russell believes that it is. So this guy is just a little historical nod. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I didn't know was there until very recently. I know there are videos up about it all over the place, but I just didn't notice them. I didn't notice this. Whichever way it goes, it's covered now and it's added to that long list of Red Dead Redemption 2 videos I've done. I'm sure that if you keep interacting with Hayden Russell every 3 days or so, if you have the patience for that, you might find more and more details about his life outside of what's going on. So please do let me know what you've experienced down in the comments section. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you all very soon with another video at some point.